And welcome back. Telecom company GCI is making it easier for Alaskans to get in touch with friends and family who have been affected by the earthquake that shook Nepal last week. The business is waiving all fees associated with international voice calls and text messages to the devastated country. The free service runs through May 20th and includes both landline and wireless devices. Customers are not required to contact the service provider before making international calls and texts. GCI's Fairbanks area stores manager Roxy Marcy says the company recognizes many in Alaska's mountaineering community have friends and family who are affected by the disaster.
I just feel it's really important to reach out during this tragic time for those folks, to comfort them, to know that their loved ones are okay, and just give them that support.
On Capitol Hill today, Alaska U.S. Senator Dan Sullivan spoke on his amendment to the Iran Nuclear Agreement Review Act. The amendment would limit sanctions relief until Iran is determined to no longer be a state sponsor of terrorism. Sullivan says his amendment will make the overall bill stronger and the United States more secure. Sullivan also joined a bipartisan group of senators to introduce legislation to repeal the EPA's Waters of the United States, or WOTUS, rule. The bill calls for the EPA and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to issue a revised WOTUS rule that does not include things like isolated ponds, ditches, and streams without enough flow to carry pollutants to navigable waters. Sullivan says the bipartisan bill would require the EPA to consult those who will be impacted by the rule.
That consultation process didn't take place. That was the #1 thing I heard in my field hearings in Anchorage and Fairbanks. And importantly for me, a whole swath of the state of Alaska, particularly on the North Slope, the tundra, our native groups up there, hugely concerned at the impact that this could have with regard to over-regulating all aspects of our economy.
North Star Borough Mayor Luke Hopkins will lead the 4th meeting of a special work group on Ballot Measure 2, which legalized the recreational use of marijuana in Alaska. The meeting takes place tomorrow morning at 9 in the Assembly Chambers. And the group includes North Pole Mayor Bryce Ward as well as Fairbanks City Mayor John Eberhardt, and has been referred to as the Mayor-Wana Work Group. They will meet along with other local public officials to hear updates on statewide marijuana legislation, review a list of recently passed local ordinances, and reveal the results of a marijuana zoning survey. The group will also review a working zoning map and participate in a roundtable discussion with an invited panel. This is a public meeting, though no public testimony will be taken. However, a second marijuana town hall meeting is scheduled for May 27th at 6 p.m.
Young artists at Ryan Middle School are busy getting prepared for a big performance tomorrow. Various talents will be on display as the school puts on a Fine Arts Friday event. The festivities will feature a performance by the school's jazz band, choir, and dancers. Visual art such as drawings and sculptures, all created by the school's classmates, will also be on display. It coincides with the Fairbanks First Friday celebration and takes place at Ryan Middle School between 5 and 6:30 p.m. Band teacher Vangie Fisk says events like this, in which classes showcase their work to the community, are important to students.
You know, a lot of times our main concerts or whatever, it's the parents that come. So something like this kind of opens it up to the public a little bit more, so we're hoping other people will come in and enjoy the art with us. And, you know, it's good for them because it builds character, you know, helps them to kind of realize how important music and the arts are to them, and that it's something that they can continue doing for the rest of their lives.
Kindergarten enrollment for the 2015-2016 school year is being held today and tomorrow. Registration will take place at the prospective student's attendance area school. Parents are required to bring proof of the child's age, residence, and mandatory immunizations. Children must be 5 years old by September 1st to be eligible to enroll in the Fairbanks North Star Borough School District kindergarten program. More information about class schedules, lunch menus, and transportation can be found on the district website.
The process to register your child will take a little bit of time. If you're really short on time yourself, ask if you can take the packet and return it. The complete the packet is, the better. So having everything like that birth certificate or immunization record really helps the process move along.
And my daughter just enrolled today.
Aw,
so,
that's
yeah.
always a sad time. It's
Well,
like
it
fun
can
but
be.
sad.
Exactly. She was excited though.
Aw,
Yeah,
I
I
bet
know.
she is. She's so cute.
Thanks.
All right, the Ice Dogs are gearing up for their playoff game tomorrow night. You'll hear from them with Joe Cook on an elimination game.
Also, the high school softball season started last night. I was thinking football. Sorry, well, it's the NFL draft today.
I'm playing
so
softball.
There you go.
We can think softball.
Those highlights and more with Joe after the break.
Hello, Interior Alaska. Joe Cook here with the Loaded Thursday Sportscast. So let's get to it. We start with the NAHL hockey playoffs. Fairbanks Ice Dogs face a winner-go-home game 3 this Friday night in the Midwest Division Finals. Fairbanks is in an 0-2 hole, but it's been close. Minnesota 2-1 and 4-2 wins were decided in the third period. Both teams are a combined 1 of 14 on power plays. Fairbanks was only outshot once this postseason, and that was in Game 2. It's just playoff hockey. The Wilderness had a bird's eye view of the Ice Dogs practice today, but they will feel and see the raucous atmosphere at the Big Dipper. The Ice Dog fans could make a huge difference, given that the Wilderness are 0-4 in the Dipper since last season. They are 1-3 in Alaska this year, and that lone win was against Kenai River. With that in mind, the defending Robertson Cup champs believe they can keep their season alive on Friday night.
You just know that we have to work harder. I mean, we're coming into this building and we don't want to let down our fans. They give us tons of support, and the Wilderness have never won here before, so we're confident this weekend and we think we can get it done.
We know we can win 3 games. We've done it all year. We won 10 in a row. It's not a matter of confidence right now. It's just a matter of going out there, putting the work boots on and going to work. For the most part, we kind of talked to the team. We were looking for excuses of why we lose. We're not getting bounces. You make your own bounces. We got to work hard and earn every step we get. You can't just give it to them. We're going to have to earn this one, and it's going to be fun.
And to enhance the playoff atmosphere, the Ice Dogs will be having a tailgate party at 4:30 on Friday. GM's Chrysler will have deals on vehicles that will be on display, and GCI will be giving away 50,000 Alaska Airlines miles as well. And now we switch to the high school sports scene. The first and only varsity game of the season in softball featured the North Pole Patriots and West Valley Wolfpack. This was non-conference action on Wednesday night at the South Davis Softball Complex. North Pole, the defending MAC champs, and the Wolfpack representing the Rail Belt. The Pats got off to a solid start as Paige Shimura had the swing going. She went 3 for 3, a triple, a double, and an RBI. Her hit gave North Pole an early 2-0 lead. Carissa Ramos tossed 11 Ks, gave up 1 earned, but the fielding wasn't quite there. West Valley capitalized as Kirsten Allen's triple and RBI tied the game. Then she scored the go-ahead run on a wild pitch. Kiara Loom threw 8 Ks for the Pack with 2 earned and helped herself with an RBI and 2 hits. West Valley scored 3 unanswered to overcome their deficit, and then they put on a 4th spot in the 5th inning. They go on to win the softball season opener 7-3 over North Pole.
I think it was just like the spirit of the team. We finally picked up our spirit, and it was, I don't know, we just picked up the pace. We got some hits off early, but not being able to get the run, but being able to pick it up was really nice. I think it's definitely going to bring up our spirits, knowing that we can do it and just go for it. We know what to do.
The West Valley boys will also get a win, but this one was on the baseball diamond. The Wolfpack hosted the Allison Ravens on Marlin Field last night. Both teams came in undefeated in interior play, but the Wolfpack plucked the Ravens out of the sky. Trent Woods, he had a bases-clearing triple to give the Pack a 6-0 lead in the 2nd inning. Senior Tyler Crispin had the stuff from the mound. He played a complete game with 11 strikeouts and giving up just 2 hits. He already had run support, but West Valley increased their lead with 4 runs in the 4th inning. Crispin, Taylor Guile, Connor Soden, and all had RBIs in the 4th. And the Wolfpack shut out the Ravens 10-0 in 4.5 innings and improved to 2-0. Allison is 2-1 after the loss. Excuse me. A couple of soccer teams got on the pitch Wednesday night. The West Valley Wolfpack and Monroe Rams met in conference action. West Valley played a complete game, holding the Rams to just 1 shot on goal. Offensively, the Wolfpack were able to score after Edwin Erickson made a couple of good initial stops for the Rams, but Braden DeWeese, he got things going for the Pack, breaking the 0-0 tie halfway through the first half. He finished with 2 goals and an assist, setting up Andrew Bray for a score. Jacob Lures, Tanner Cool also scored. The Wolfpack, they will win this one 5-0. Monroe is now 2-2, while the Wolfpack are 3-0 in the MAC and 4-3-1 overall. The Lathrop Malamutes also earned a shutout on Wednesday. They beat the Allison Ravens 12-0. Pedro Messiah scored 5 goals on Brandon Hoppo. He added a hat trick. Lathrop is now 2-1 in the MAC and 3-1-1 overall, while Allison drops to 0-3. And that's it for sports tonight. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.
Hey everyone, welcome back into our Thursday night edition of the Fbx Evening News. Mike Schultz with you once again talking about weather, and it was another great day. I almost called it a day. It was just so beautiful out there. I didn't even want to come in, and it's going to be even better tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. So we're looking at a fantastic weekend. Look at this guy over my shoulder. This is a pretty good picture. This was sent in by Susan Slicker. This is a snowshoe rabbit, as you can see. Very nicely designed and a good photograph there, and he doesn't really care what's going on. Anyway, again, thanks for sending that in, Susan, and as always, if you have a photograph you want to share, be sure and share it with us at photos@ktvf11.com. Nice photo. Here's your numbers right now. 52 degrees after a high. Well, that's our high today, 52 currently. The low last night, 36. Look at that record high, 76 in 2009. In contrast, 8 degrees above in 1937. The good news is we went over 17 hours of daylight today, 17 hours and 2 minutes, because our sunrise and sunset works out to that with a gain of 7 minutes from yesterday. How about that? On the satellite and radar, there's just a few scattered showers across the central sections of the state. Not too much going on. More rain moving across southeast Alaska and over the southwest part of the state. Well, there's a little bit of shower activity around Bethel and some of the areas there, but nothing really heavy and nothing really organized by any means. On the big map, as you can see once again, temperatures still cool over southeast Alaska. Showers at Juneau and Ketchikan. Some showers at Cold Bay, but in between, just mainly cloudy to partly cloudy skies for Anchorage and Kodiak. Up and down the west coast, pretty nice day in Bethel, 52 degrees. Not quite as warm as it has been in Nome, 35, and Barrow at 17 degrees, cooling down a little bit with a nice day at Fort Yukon, 45. Lower 48 weather looks like this, and again, we are talking about very warm temperatures moving back into the southwest. 99 degrees at Phoenix, 95 in Las Vegas, even 88 degrees in San Francisco. So the southwest is really cooking up pretty good. A nice day in Denver, 79 there. In Minneapolis, a few isolated thunderstorms moving around, but no severe weather. That's the good news. As you can see, nice weather up and down the East Coast, too. On the satellite and radar, the last remnants of this area of low pressure are starting to move out over the Atlantic Ocean. The rest of the country looking pretty good. Just a small band of showers and thunderstorms moving through the central and northern plains, and the west coast looking really good, too. Now, as far as next week, well, it may be a different story. The jet stream is expected to bring a lot of moisture in from the Gulf of Mexico and from Mexico itself with warmer temperatures. That sets the stage for more thunderstorms breaking out. Some of those could be severe. The overall outlook for this weekend is calling for that warm air to start moving in over a large portion of the country. And there's the thunderstorms we saw today moving across the northern plains. So we'll keep an eye on that. Well, back to Alaska for tomorrow. The northern sections, flurries and fog for Barrow, so still a little winter type conditions. Sunny skies for Nome and mostly sunny skies for Fort Yukon. Here in the interior, a great day for the Fairbanks area. Still some lingering showers around the Healy area, and even a possibility of some rain and snow showers in the Delta Junction region, mainly to the east of Delta Junction. Over southeast Alaska, yeah, it's still going to be wet there. Scattered showers for Juneau and also for Ketchikan. While over to the southwest part of the state, scattered showers for Cold Bay and Bethel, but rain will become mainly showers in the Kodiak region. And down around the Anchorage Bowl, not too bad, mostly cloudy in Anchorage, cloudy skies at Homer, and partly cloudy for Valdez. Okay, it's time once again for our kids' weather, and we're going to wrap it up this week with a visit with a teacher from Denali Elementary School.
Hello, I'm Mr. Keener, and this is my 5th grade class here at Denali Elementary School, and we have a weather fact to share with you. Class, did you know that the lowest temperature ever recorded in the 50 states was right here in Prospect Creek, southwest of Fort Yukon, when the thermometer dropped to 80 below zero? I was right.
That is cold. Again, thanks to Mount McKinley Bank for sponsoring our kids' weather. And next week, we're going to have the kids from Joy Elementary School. All right, here's your forecast for the remainder of the night. Mostly clear skies, a little cooler, 33 degrees. Tomorrow's forecast, 55 degrees, lots of sunshine. And again, the weekend is looking great. As you see here, the 5-day outlook, 60-degree temperatures starting on Sunday, running all the way through Wednesday. Overnight lows will also be very nice with mid-30s all the time, even upper 30s possible. And not really any precipitation expected, so really good weather. I love this.
All right, thank you, Mike. Before we leave, it's time for our Watch and Win contest. KTVF and Bailey's Furniture are teaming up for a Spring Dream giveaway where you can win a furniture package from Bailey's valued at $2,500.
Tune into the Fairbanks Evening News and News Center Final on KTVF Channel 11 from April 30th to May 24th for the first half of a mystery word.
And then visit Bailey's Furniture for the second half and complete your entry for your chance to win.
Okay, this week's mystery word is coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah.
Coffee. All right, there you
Get
have
your coffee.
it. That will wrap up this edition of the Fairbanks Evening News. We're glad you could join us.
Tonight on NBC Nightly News, survivors are still being pulled out of the rubble, 5 days after the massive quake in Nepal. That's up next with Lester Holt.
You can join us here 6 days a week at 6 and 11 or online anytime at webcenter11.com.
From all of us here at the News Center, we hope you have a good night.
Night.